Hello, everyone. Welcome. Today, we're going to talk about a piece of news that has shaken both Turkey and Italy. Actor Can Yaman is once again at the center of controversy. But this time, not because of his career, but due to a police operation that has put him under scrutiny. Can, who a few years ago was considered the golden boy of Turkish television thanks to his role in Daydreamer, won over millions with his charisma and energy. But fame also brought criticism and controversy. Some may remember that famous TV response that marked a turning point in his public image. After that episode, Yaman decided to close his chapter in Turkey and start anew in Italy, where he managed to rebuild his career and win the affection of the European audience. However, just a few days ago, his name reappeared in the headlines after a raid related to drug trafficking and prostitution that involved several celebrities. According to reports, Can was detained during the operation, questioned, and released shortly afterward. Upon his release, he traveled directly to Rome without making any statements to the Turkish press, though he did publish a message on social media addressed to the Italian media, making it clear that he felt mistreated by the press in his country and asked not to be judged without evidence. His words received immediate support from his Italian fans. But in Turkey, they reignited the debate. Is he a victim of sensationalism or simply someone who doesn't know how to handle crises? While some defend him, others accuse him of running away every time he faces a problem. The truth is that Can Yaman's silence toward the Turkish press seems to be a calculated decision. According to sources close to him, he believes that anything he says in his country will be misinterpreted, which is why he has decided to focus entirely on his life and projects in Italy, where he continues to achieve success and sign new contracts. So once again, Can Yaman finds himself at a crossroads between the love of the Italians and the criticism of the Turks. Will he emerge stronger from this storm, or will this be the definitive turning point in his story? Whatever the outcome, one thing is clear. The name Can Yaman will continue to make headlines. What do you think? Write it in the comments. And if you like this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe and share the video. See you next time. Honestly, I've always thought that Can Yaman is one of those figures who inspire both fascination and controversy. Many see him as passionate, impulsive, even somewhat arrogant, but it's undeniable that he has a special magnetism. In this whole story with Demet'S, I sometimes get the feeling that he was carried away more by the intensity of the moment than by a true and stable feeling. Can seems like someone who lives his relationships with the same energy he brings to his roles, intensely, but without thinking too much about the consequences. Reading people's comments, it's clear that many still associate him with Özge Gürel, and I don't blame them. There was a chemistry between them that transcended the screen, something that with Demet, at least for me, felt more forced over time. Sometimes I think Can is constantly searching for a connection that completes him, but he never quite finds it because, as some say, he doesn't fully understand or love himself. That insecurity, disguised as confidence, leads him into relationships that don't last. And in the end, he leaves behind a trail of rumors and broken hearts. However, I can't deny that there's a rare authenticity in him for someone in the entertainment world. He can make mistakes. He can choose poorly in love. But he shows himself as he truly is. And that, in an industry full of appearances, is already something valuable. Maybe his problem isn't Demet or Özge, but his own pace of life, his constant need for intensity. I hope the day comes when Can Yaman finds the peace and balance he so badly needs, because he has plenty of talent and charisma. What he needs now is serenity and emotional maturity.